going to talk about more combinations questions. We previously talked in the other video about permutations and combinations and the difference between those two. So just briefly, a permutation is an ordering of objects where the order matters. So first, second, third in a race, the order matters there. A combination is where the order doesn't matter. So typically these questions revolve around choosing teams or committees where it doesn't matter which order you're chosen in, you're on the team or you're on the committee. So that's the couple of the problems that I want to look at today. So if we've got a team, 5 students to be chosen from 5 girls and 4 boys, how many ways can we choose that team? Well, easy. There are 9 students and we want to choose 5, so the answer is 9, choose 5. Here the order doesn't matter. So we'd use the choose button on our calculator. You can see the formula is also there, but we just use the choose button here, and the answer is 126. This is a lot different from the answer if we were doing permutations if the order did matter. So if we were doing one where we were choosing 5 things out, 5 students out, and then arranging them in order, that would be the answer there, 15,120. Okay, so let's look at some problems then around these kinds of things that are a little bit trickier. So now I want to choose the team and it's got to contain at least 2 boys. So in this case, at least 2 boys means 2 or 3 or 4 boys. So we consider each of these cases separately and then we add them all together. Okay, so with 2 boys, this is how many ways we can do it. Out of the 4 boys, we're going to choose 2. But we also need to complete the team, so we also need to take into consideration that we're choosing 3 out of the 5 girls to complete this team of 5. So that is 60 if we get our calculator out. If we want a team of 3 boys, again, out of our 4 boys we're going to choose 3 of them, and from the 5 girls we need to choose another 2 to complete the team, multiply those together, and that's 40. And lastly, if we want a team with 4 boys, we could say 4 choose 4, which is 1, so we're going to choose all the boys, and out of the 5 girls we're going to choose 1, so that's 5. So the total number of ways of doing that, 60 plus 40 plus 5 is 105. So as soon as you're thinking to yourself the word or, you know that you have to be adding. In this example, how many ways can 2 teams of 4 students be made from a group of 8? This is a bit tricky. To choose the first team, we've got 8C4, 70 different ways of doing it. So there's only 4 people left, so there's only 1 choice for the second team. But that's not the correct answer. And this is tricky. If we were actually to label the students, one possible choice for the first team is A, B, C, D, and that's E, F, G, H in the second team. However, if one choice for the first team is E, F, G, H, leaving A, B, C, D in the second, so we've counted all the choices of teams here in first team and second team twice. So we'd have to divide our answer by 2, so that's 35. Last one. From a group of 4 men and 5 women, 3 are chosen at random. What's the probability that more men than women are chosen? Alright, so more men than women. Remember we've got 3 being chosen, so more men than women would mean that we'd have 2 or 3 men in our chosen group. So this is a probability question, so all you need to do to convert these problems to probability is say the number of ways that you can choose this group divided by the total number of ways that they can be chosen. So in this case we've got 9 people, we're choosing 3 at random, so 9 choose 3, 84 is the total number of ways this can be done. For there to be more men than women, we've got to have 2 men or 3 men. So let's look at those cases individually. To choose 2 men and 1 woman. Out of our 4 men we choose 2, out of the 5 women we choose 1. Multiply, that gives us 30. To choose 3 men in our team means out of the 4 men we choose 3, out of the 5 women we choose 0. 5 choose 0 is just 1, so that's 4. So there's 34 different ways of choosing this team with more men than women. The total number of ways is 84, therefore the probability is 34 out of 84, which you can simplify to 17/42 or give the decimal.